Hi, Leo. I love when we start out your readings with a really good energy. You know what? Aries had this too. Maybe all the fire will have it. We'll see about Sag later on, but oh, thank you. It just seemed to be that all this energy is flowing, so maybe some of you are let going of some things, and it's making you feel more free. I heard especially letting go of, well, whatever does not recognize your worthiness. Okay? Maybe letting go of your unworthiness. It seems to be a little bit of a collective energy. Pisces and Libra and you all talked about that, which makes sense. All of you are very much like connected to Venus, and you know, all of those signs to me, Leo, Pisces, Libra, can be very you know, self-sacrificing in a way, and yeah. Anyway, good energy. So moving along. So we're doing a new spread with 2 new decks of cards. I'm really excited about them. Actually today's the solstice too, or excuse me, silly me, equinox. Sometimes those get turned around. Apparently solstice, as it comes around, is going to be good for you too. We'll take that. So, Leo. You know, I felt this too, just in case. Those of you who aren't feeling this, like, yeehaw kind of energy, you know, you can borrow some of what's going on here, right? You can connect with that and feel that. You can't take all of mine, because I need my energy too, but I'm willing to share, okay? So, let's see what the situation is, Leo. Okay, you have the founder is the one in the court. So this section is, I made it kind of like what the situation is all about. In this time, this card represents foundations and community. The court also, oh, there's a little rat on here, cute, and a hammer. It also represents where you have achieved something. Like you put in effort prior, you did some things that were, you know, again, maybe self-sacrifice. Maybe some of you had to sacrifice something in the past. You know, again, say no to something, let go of something. And I feel like whatever was let go of has made some space for some really beautiful, happy energy. I just cut to the 10 of Cups, okay? So, and maybe Pisces could be helpful, especially if this is in your map. This is also an adjustment point to you. I heard if you ever get confused about, you know, what you're supposed to do or something like that. So, in ways of the situation, you have the Knight of Wands with this. I feel like this is you. Look how awesome this muscle car is. This person is having a good time. They're having such a good time. So apparently the situation is where some of you are a leader in your community, or the circles. I feel tired, sorry. My face is still like Sleepy Town. Some of you have been putting in a lot of energy recently. And I feel like there's some good energy there. Maybe some of you traveled too with this car energy. I guess some of you could be just going to and fro. As our vehicle is our means of getting from A to B, maybe there's something about that energy also that needs some attention, right? With this Foundations card, I'm seeing it kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's something basic like an oil change, or, you know, you get new tires, or something like this that's sort of basic, that helps, you know, something's all good, but there's these little things as you go along that you're like, oh, okay, it's time, you know, say like seasonally you do this, and biannually you do that, you know, annually, right? You switch out these things basically so something doesn't get worn out. Do you know what I mean? You wear your favorite pair of shoes till the soles run dry, then, you know, till the sole's gone. It's like, well, you could have two of one thing and switch them out and it'll last longer. This is what we're talking about, I guess. What are we talking about? Well, I guess it's about using what you have, and I feel like for you this also has to do with your energy. Maybe some of you need to drink more water or be conscious of like replenishment of energy, especially as the seasons are shifting, right? You're ruled by the sun. Where I am, and most of us here are in the northern hemisphere, if you will, so that's where the sun is starting. Right now the sun and the night and the day are equal, literally today, which is so cool. So, well, I guess when you have energy, make sure that you, well, I heard recognize your leadership abilities, please. If you are one that, like, whatever communities you're a part of, remember that, you know, if, well, I'm seeing a lot of heat with this Knight of Wands. He's usually really fast, so it's kind of like, well, I heard you need to make sure that you stop and get gas, okay? I would also say the communities that you're a part of, there's a lot of inspiration in there. You inspire a lot in that place, so recognize your position in that, okay? Interesting. I kind of want to read the foundation card if you don't mind. I'm still learning this deck. It's really beautiful. This guy was like really into creating games and like had such an open-minded, like, creative energy. Like there's rules in this game, but like there's a lot of freedom in it too. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a structure, meaning rules. Like, okay, here's the boundary of this. This is the field we're playing in. But like what you can do in that is really fun. You know, like I heard here's the lawn. Like what game are we going to play? You know, here we are. What game are we going to play? So it says to build. Now remember, this is the situation and also what you have done and what's happening. It says to build a community, the foundations must first be laid. What sort of person must you be to be best support of those around you? Someone you know may be asking for help, but you may not be able to provide what they need right now. Yeah, you got to know where your energy's going. Don't waste it on something that isn't, that you know, you can't do everything for everybody. It's okay to admit that. It says access whether you're the right person to assist them, right? Maybe it's somebody else that's meant to help. It says, and if not, that's okay too. Another question is, what's holding you back from being the best support that you can be? And the way I'm seeing this is, maybe some of you are putting your energy towards, this is a possibility, maybe some of you at times put your energy towards something that maybe, because Leo's a helper, right? You want the best for everyone, just like Libra, and we're in Libra time. It's just like, you know, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's your turn to be helped. Sometimes where you're trying to do something solo, it may be somebody else's place to do that. And I feel like there's another layer here where Leo doesn't have strong confidence in something. If that's the issue, I see go into Pisces, but also, you know, recognize, like, you know, maybe some of you need to step up into this place, but make sure that you're not trying to do everything for everybody. You cannot be everything for everybody. Because if anything, that's diminishing the blessing of being in this life and being able to receive also. Okay? It says now is the time to build the community that you want. And I sense for some of you, you're already building upon something. I sense that there's already this foundation. And it's almost like with this, the way this building is, it's almost like you're building like another layer of something. And you really are going towards something great. And this is also being inspired by other people, that the things that you're trying, we'll take community in the sense of being a part of something, right? Building something. It's like, who has done what you're trying to do? And maybe that also could be inspiring, you know? And this is, you can do it together. So I do sense that that's part of the situation. Is like who and what works together, and I guess we'll leave it like that. 11 minutes. Let's see what your opportunity is. What's your opportunity? Oh. Your opportunity, which this is also what you're learning about, it's just 1111, is the guide. So we have a person ringing a bell here, and that's with the 6 of Wands. Well then. If there's any corrections that need to be made in work, I feel like the opportunity would be something gets really resolved in a great way. Some of you may need a little bit of guidance in ways of either, I don't know if this is like, well, whoever let's take it in different levels. Let's take it from this high invisible place, if you will, because that's always there for you as support. Whatever you deem your guides to be, however you connect with spirit, that is always there for you, always supporting you. All you have to do is ask. Okay? All you have to do is ask. Any information you need. You need to know what's going on with your relationships, then just ask for some guidance if you need it at all. 1221. There's the solstice. So, and if this has to do with work, and you, for instance, and you need like some kind of means of figuring out something, there's so much opportunity here. And whatever opportunities actually come along, and I could see there's something since like, well, there's something about February. I see January, then I see February. A little bit of March, and then June. I would also say now until 6 months from now. So what is that? Till next April, from October to April, or whenever you find this, it would be 6 months ahead. There's some kind of, like, I feel like your guides or what is guiding you is really strong. And so, and this could also be, again, support or advice that you need. I feel like spirit is you're on the right path with spirit, right? Sometimes we're very much going against the grain, and I feel like all of us know what that feels like, right? Life is actually not complicated. It's very simple. And when it's overly complicated, then we're generally going the wrong way. And so if for any reason at all, some of you are like hitting a wall with something, then just put your energy, please put your energy elsewhere and build upon that which is good, that upon which is working. And if there's something that you want to continue to work with that seems to be a bit of a blockage, well then the way to see whether that's something that could potentially grow is to put your energy, again, the advice is the same, is to put your energy into some other area of your life, other people, other places, etc. It's almost like, well, again, I see it reminds me of that Bing Crosby song. It's like accentuate the positive. Okay? Some of your opportunity also comes from other people that are in, that either work in a similar field as you, or are in a relationship like somebody who's committed to something. Oh, this goes back, it's the same kind of message. It's like, whatever you're trying to create, who and what is inspiring to you? Whether this is your work relationships or your personal relationships. I want you to focus in on those. Really find the healthy ones. Okay? I'd also say there could be an opportunity that comes from like going to an event, or going to some kind of celebration. Maybe even some of you, there's like a marriage or like a anniversary. There could be an anniversary. Interesting. I'm seeing someone's like great aunt also. Let's see what you don't see coming, Leo. Okay, you have the Herald, which is a rabbit, and a bunch of snakes. That's weird. The Muse. So we have... What's the card with that? Oh, the Hierophant. You know what? I saw him before. Oh, we're losing power. Hold on a second. Let's go. Oh, see, we got to watch your power. Don't let anyone else take... Alright, we're going to say it. I just heard someone say it really strong. Maybe some of you have guides that are like... Or your higher self is a bit sassy. I heard, don't let anyone take your fucking power. Okay? Be right back. Kind of meaning like, don't let small things, because this Herald card is about small things. Small things that you can't change. Look, it could be like small regrets, like, oh man, I wish I did that, or I wish I didn't, like getting down on yourself about something that like doesn't really matter. Hold on. Well, look, this crap, so this section, where what you can't see, sits in the circle of the crowd. So this is kind of like, this can also be other people in your life. Okay? So there may be some really naive people in your life, meaning there's other people that can't see things that you can see. Okay? There can be people that like long for things or are pining for things, and they're kind of, I guess what it represents is I'm seeing a person that's like, and I don't sense this is you. If it is, then this is with the Hierophant here, spirit. This is spirit showing up pretty strong, or it's kind of like, I guess spirit is suggesting, the universe is suggesting, if you will, that shoulda, coulda, wouldas don't do anything. Do you know what I mean? I heard, don't blame yourself for something you cannot change. If there was something in life where you knew, for instance, that was naive, you know, where you like say you couldn't see something, and I feel like this is more like, I don't know, 5 years ago, or you know, like a long, this is a while back. It's like if there was something you couldn't see and now you can see it. Okay. Cool. Good. 19 minutes. It's the sun. It's like, and this almost, what I'm kind of seeing is where actually maybe someone has a bit of an epiphany. You know, where they're like, wow, everything did work out for a reason. You know, it could get to that. It could kind of like come to that stage and actually be something that is creative versus something that makes a person feel stuck. Do you know what I mean? And so actually for some of you, this could be about other people's relationships. You know, it could be about like whatever it may be. Now, one of the other things in a positive sense that, oh, weird. Oh, you have water. Hold on a second. You have water and air. Oh, something has been guiding you out of, like, the pit of snakes. Interesting. Something's been guiding a person out of a pit of snakes. Like, it's almost like Pitfall. Do you remember that game? It's like, you got to get a good run start. You got to believe in it. You got to know that you're going the right way. And you got to be brave when you jump, you know, to go to the other side so that you don't fall. I feel like, you know, maybe if there is something that you're going through, for some of you, where it's kind of like, say you do hit that little bit of a wall, then talk to a friend. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I heard someone say, oh, I feel so stupid. And then another person's like, oh, dude, don't feel stupid. I've done the same thing. Like, humans, Hangman in reverse. And there's the Justice card. There's Libra. There's the Wheel of Fortune. There's Queen of Wands, you. Like, there's Queen of Swords. So, interesting energy. This is what you don't see. Well, you know what? We could take it King of Cups, heck yeah, with the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Let's take that. Hold on. I need a second to tune in. It kind of floated. I guess part of what you don't see is one of those things where, like, maybe some of you, 22, maybe some of you are no longer focusing on that which you cannot change. Great. Great. And that in and of itself opens up all this creativity. It really does. It, like, brings a generous, it's like, I heard, I saw someone with a plate, with a, it's like, you want another helping? It's like, once someone gets over this, whatever this little, it's like a little speed, it's like a little hump, you know, it's like, it's not a thing. It's not a big thing. It's like, it's something, if something comes up, it's like rug swept. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's small. But make sure nothing sticks to you that is somebody else's drama. Okay? That's wicked important here. Because that would be being naive. You know better. You have to deal with people's drama all the time, and you're very accepting of it, right? So, point is part of what a person maybe cannot see anymore, which is so awesome, again, is maybe, I keep saying, like, bullshit. They're just like, I'm not focusing on that. I'm not going to see this. I'm not going to try to see this as something that it's not. It's like, I'm going to focus on, again, what did we talk about earlier? That which is working, that which is positive. That's the point. And again, once that point of view is shifted, then what happens is it's very obvious to, like, oh, okay, yeah, that's growing. And the thing that wasn't, it's already gone anyway. And in that actually gives a person so much faith in where they are now, even though there could be something that's kind of new. And actually, there's an emphasis here where if you need any kind of guidance or assistance, some kind of help in any way, it really is around you. I really feel like the universe is like, here, I don't know if this is like people coming in or just some kind of awareness or whatever, but it's very positive. Okay, so this could also be one of those things where some of you are like, oh man, like where is something? Like, I don't know if it's your creative oomph or what, but like it's, I feel it. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's like, I heard pilot deep and high. It's like spirits like, it's kind of like, all right, you rule, I want. So what you focus on and what you say to yourself, well, I want this, which is really important for you to know. It's whatever you want, you get more of, whatever you focus on. So if you're focusing on the small, I heard the small bullshit, the little things that don't matter, then that's gonna, Spirit's like, okay, here's a big pile of all your regrets, if that's what you want to focus on. Or if you no longer, again, are focusing on the thing you cannot change, I know we're repeating, but apparently needs to be, then what happens is Spirit's like, oh, you got over that? You're not going to look over there anymore? Cool. You look over here. Oh, here's a pile. Here is it piled deep and high of inspiration and creativity, opportunity, options to something. And I actually feel like there's a lot of inspiration, again, that comes through what you're committed to. All right, let's look. Last but not least, let's see what the action. I guess we kind of talked about it. Let's see what advice is from Spirit. Okay, we have the tailor. Awesome. Maybe some of you are seamstresses. This is about attention to detail. Oh my God, this card. It's so awesome. The musician. So who received this? Libra, Aries. I believe it was Pisces, and now you. Awesome. This card is all about inspiration and gratitude. And what's the card with that? The Empress. Very creative. Wow. Hold on. So, what do we got going on here? Well, this is the action to take. Let's look at that just for a second. I know there were some things throughout here. Because you do have fire in where you're at right now, and what has been achieved, and then your opportunity kind of expresses the previous action taken is put you into this place, and because of that you can actually be more comfortable in this time frame. You don't have to, there is energy and creativity, but you don't have to like push something to make it happen. That's kind of it too, is like, I heard you don't have to chase it, you don't have to push it. If you have to chase or push or like jump over something, it's to make something happen, then that is something that you should, that Spirit's basically like I heard life's supposed to be fun. Life's supposed to be fun. Alright, so the advice would be, some of you are very creative. I see people who sew here, or they like to do, this is a musician perhaps for some of you. So this is, both of these are very, very creative energy. So the tailor's about attention to detail. This is also about mending, right? Maybe some of you have a sewing pile you need to attend to, right? Little fixes. Oh, that one button's getting a little loose. What do they say? A stitch in time saves 9, right? Taurus talked about this many years ago. A stitch in time saves 9. Part of the advice is that it's realizing you do have the time to do these kinds of things. So maybe instead of like jumping into something like huge this month, it would be more of, because of previous efforts, you can just attend to the little things and kind of enjoy yourself. That's sort of the test. I mean, you're continuing to build, you're continuing to be a part of something, and you're going in the right direction. But I need to emphasize that part of the situation, even though some of you maybe how do I explain it? Just watch your energy. And heard it's okay to relax. Look at this Empress. She's chilling. Comfortable. Some of you do. Who is your muse, if you will, or what is your muse? You know, is it nature? Is it your husband? Is it your wife? Is it somebody you work with, like another artist from another time, a musician that's really inspiring to you? Because there's other creative people that are also like really helpful. And I do see some kind of like music. Music is helpful here. Like, what kind of music do you listen to while you're creating also? This could be cooking dinner. It could be making that painting, whatever. And then I heard the words, is this a song, Sound of Silence? Maybe you want to try to create in different means. You know, maybe some of you, it's like, because someone's trying to get something right. But you know what the thing is I feel like nothing needs to be proven to anyone. Magician, no. But someone is very talented here. Someone is a very, very talented person. The way that they create, holy. It is impressive. What is your creative endeavor? Like, what, I know you have many, the things you like to create, but I feel like you have a strong suit. What is that strong suit? Or, I guess you have a handful of strong suits. So, what are those? And you know what? Maybe a part of it for some of you could be where you may be, again, replenishing energy in some kind of way during this time. So, if for some reason, you know, maybe it's one of those, the longing could be for this muse energy where it's just like, man, I used to be so inspired because this person was in my life. Or like, I used to have this really, you know, this crazy like, meow, like I'm going to make this, I'm going to make that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, da, da, da. It's just like, okay, you're not lacking that in this time, but it may be where you're figuring out a different flow, right? Libra's pretty chill. You know, it realizes like, okay, I got the energy to do that, and then, oh shit, I'm getting on empty. It's not a big deal. Don't get down on yourself if for some reason there's like a slowdown of energy. It's just replenishing, right? Like the Empress. You know, sometimes we step back from something, and when we do, we're actually so inspired when we connect with it again. You know? Huh. Someone is definitely trying to get something right here. So if you have any perfectionist qualities in you, I would ease up on them a little bit. And again, if you have this like where you feel like you lose your power, let's go over it one more time. I don't know why we're repeating, it must be Gemini things, but it's like, oh, I see, some of you are born on a full moon. Okay. Or maybe that full moon energy is connecting or affecting. Point is when you have the energy, please do. When you don't, please chill. Again, we already talked about it. If you're trying to go one way, you hit a wall, it's not going anywhere, energetically, whatever it may be, then just put your energy, again, somewhere else. We have many aspects of life, and I feel like when you come back around, when the wheel comes back around, 10 of Pentacles, I heard sha-da-da. Sha-da-da, sha-da-da-da-da. Sun. Yeah, then when it comes back around, it's all good. You know, and lovers, maybe some of you just need to go on a date or like have a good time. You know, lighten up. Lighten up, not worry about something. You're meant to like, yeah. We said what we needed to say. Alrighty then. And that's that, Leo. Yep, we're all done. For now, thank you so much for being a part of this place. I hope this was helpful, Leo. You know, with Saturn being in Aquarius, Leo energy through this space has sort of been a little hidden. I also feel like I was a Leo sun before, so sometimes it's well, you know, sometimes it's nice to be able to have, you know, we talked about this, right? I guess we're going a little bit longer. It's like, dude, someone can see something that someone else can't see. And well, I guess that's a beautiful opportunity to recognize the fact that we can see, you know. Maybe it's an appreciation just of the little things. You know, especially if any of you have some, like, bigger questions to, I don't know, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, please don't sit in that too much. Okay? No. It's not about the, don't diminish your power like that. I mean, I heard don't make the same mistakes if you're in that position. You know, learn the lesson. But, like, don't wallow. Moon. No. Don't burn yourself like that. And I do feel like the moon's going to be affecting your energy, so just be conscious of that. I don't know, maybe some of you just want to make that a part of your awareness, right? You know, sometimes, again, there was just the Emperor in the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, sometimes you want to just conserve your energy. You know, I heard, again, you can't be everything to everybody. It's impossible. Knight of Swords. And it's not your job to be solving everybody else's fucking problems. You know, every moment of every day. It's not, people have to deal with their devil. People have to deal with their own stuff. Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Judgment. Yes. People have to find their own strength. And maybe that's a part of it. I heard you can be supportive, but don't forget to take care of yourself and to relax too. Okay. And actually, the Hierophant and the Six of Wands too could be some of you being in a relationship in the future, or your relationships again are very successful, and you just, you know, some of you, I guess, could be going the wrong way, but you'd already know that by, again, the walls that you're hitting or lack thereof. Nine of Wands. You know, again, is it happy or is it frustrating? Is it really complicated or does it feel good? We've talked about this, Devil. We talked about this so long ago. It's like, dude, if you're not happy in a situation, it's not for you. Doesn't mean that everything's perfect all the time, but if you are not happy, then, Queen of Wands, then let go. Let go. You know, and if you are, then you don't have to hang on either. Grip it. Death grip it. You just have fun with it. Observe it. Talk to it. Watch it change and grow. You know? Alright. I love you so much. I'll talk to you next time. Peace out.